The tranquil waters of the lagoon stretched out before them, a vast system of inland waterways snaking through the landscape. Canoes glide through the glassy surface, connecting the farmer's sandy waste turned farmland with Porto Novo, land of the Dahomians. Further west lies Ouida, and to the east of the shores, these inlets link to the creeks 100 miles to the unknown, bringing foes and friends to its shores. This was Rio de Lagoa, or entrance into the lagoon, a once desolate and barren wasteland, transformed by Ogunfunminire's mud plate adventure that now stands as the last frontier of the Yorubas. A thriving hub of commerce and culture. Lagos. Legend has it that Ogunfunminire was a masterful hunter, blessed by the god Ogun himself. He was born in Ife, though not of royal bloodline, like his ancestor Oduduwa, who is revered as the symbolic father of the Yoruba people. In many ways, Ogunfunminire's life mirrored that of Oduduwa. He emerged from obscurity to achieve great honor and reverence among his people. From a humble village on the outskirts of Ife, Ogunfunminire became renowned as a skilled hunter, much like Oduduwa's ascent from a small hilltop community to conquer Ife from the ruling Obatala. But it was not just his hunting prowess that elevated him in the eyes of his people. Ogunfunminire rose to power through his charisma and leadership, earning the hearts and minds of those around him. Despite the success and fame that Ogunfunminire had achieved in life, a sudden urge to leave overcame him and his followers. Some speculate it was due to political rivalries or personal disagreements, while others believe it was a divine calling from Ifa. But one theme remains consistent in every version of the story. They did not depart empty-handed. The Ifa oracle directed them to excavate a specific spot in his Agboile, where they unearthed a mud plate and beaded crown, which were believed to hold divine powers that would guide Ogunfunminire in his journey and help him assert his dominance over new lands. Following the divine guardians of the sacred items, Ogunfunminire and his companions embarked on their journey towards the coast. According to legend, they placed the mud plate on a mighty river, and its reverberations would serve as their compass, leading them to their next destination. This unconventional method proved successful as they traveled over 200 kilometers through treacherous waters and dense forests until they finally reached the bustling port city of Lagos. It should be noted that during this perilous journey, suzerainty over a Yoruba community was granted by the powerful Oni through the bestowing of a prestigious beaded crown. However, In the case of Ogunfunminire, his beaded crown was not given by the earthly ruler, but bestowed upon him by the revered Ifa oracle. This elevated his authority over his people and lands beyond mere politics to a spiritual and even divine level. Undeterred by these newfound responsibilities, Ogunfunminire and his loyal followers continued their journey towards an unknown destination, a new home shrouded in mystery and waiting to be discovered. Eko Akete Ile Ogbon, Lagos, the city of wisdom. Eko Aromisa Legbelegbe, Lagos, the city where fragrance spreads all around. Eko Arosese Maja, Lagos, where people walk with pride. Eko Akete Ilu Okun Alagbalugbo Omi, Lagos, the city by the ocean with vast waters. Ta ló ní ẹlòmí l'Ékò? Who owns the waters in Lagos? Ẹ bi wọ́n pé ta ló ní àbàtàbùtù bàbá omi kómi? They ask, who owns the cool father of streams? Ta ló lá àbàtàbùtù bàbá odòkodò? Who owns the cool father of the river? Èkó adélé tí àǹgẹ̀rẹ̀ ń sáré ju ènìyàn ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ méjì lọ. Lagos, where even the cripple runs faster than a two-legged person. Ẹni tó o bá lọ sílùú Èkó tí kò bá gbọ́n. Whoever goes to Lagos and is not wise, kódà bó lọ sílùú òyìnbó kò lè gbọ́n mọ́. Even if they go to foreign lands, they won't become wise. Afẹ́fẹ́ tí ò ní gbọ̀n wá ní bẹ̀bẹ̀, òkun tiyín. The breeze that blows from the shores of your ocean. Fàájì tó ní gbọ̀n wá ní bẹ̀bẹ̀, ọ̀sà. The pleasure that comes from your lagoon shores. Èkó ọmọ òòṣà ni ó ṣẹ̀, má ṣe kútèrè, òòṣà ń gbòbì, kútèrè ń gbórí. Lagos, child of the deity, do not falter. The deity prevails. Faltering heads bow. Ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ àfìjú ọjà, má rìn gbẹ̀ǹdẹ̀kẹ̀. You are the child who dresses finely and walks gracefully through the market. Òbùn ọjà wà ń pa síósíó, wearing clothes that sway smoothly. Ẹ̀yọ̀ o, ayé ilé ẹ̀yọ̀ o, ẹ̀yọ̀ bàbá ń tẹ́yìn tó fi góòlù ń ṣeré. Ẹ̀yọ̀, the symbol of Lagos heritage. Ẹ̀yọ̀, the father who adorns with gold and plays. Ẹ̀yọ̀ ní sàwọn níbodè, òdílé. You who do not pay the toll, you are delayed. Tí òjò bá tì ẹ̀yìn gbẹ̀tì, òjò ní tiẹ̀ kólé. If you haven't seen the back of Igbeti, you haven't seen Lagos. Surrounded by the lush and vibrant city of Ife, nestled in a dense forest with towering trees adorned with sacred symbols of various gods, Ogunfunminire stood tall and proud. His muscular frame towered over his companions as they prepared to depart for their journey. The air was filled with the sounds of birds chirping and rustle of leaves as they gathered by the banks of the river Osun, known as the river today. In addition to his followers, men, women, children, members of his household, and slaves, Ogunfunminire had also brought along woven baskets filled with food, clothing, and weapons. A few animals of burden were tied up nearby, ready to be used for transport. With the help of his friend Akodu, they pushed off in boats or rafts onto the glistening waters of the river. The journey would take them about a day's travel southwest of Ile-Ife. Although there are no written accounts detailing their exact routes, it is likely that they traveled on a large boat and a series of rafts to reach their destination on the coast. The excitement and anticipation for what lay ahead could be felt among the group as they embarked on this adventure together. As their journey continued through treacherous terrain, Ogunfunminire sought guardians and turned to the Ifa oracle, accompanied by his trusted companion, Akodu. The renowned hunter, priest, and advisor to Olofin was a formidable figure despite his shorter stature. His braided hair held spiritual significance, and he carried a leather bag filled with potent herbs, sacred charms, and ancient scrolls brimming with wisdom. A sturdy staff made of strong wood, adorned with jingling bells and vibrant feathers, served as both a symbol of his power and a conduit for his spiritual energy. As they traveled on, the air seemed to hum with mystic energy, guided by Akodu's presence and guardians. Oriki Ifa, Orumila bara agboniregun, aterere káyé, àwùsẹ̀ àgbo ilé ayé. Ọpẹ́ ni fún o, òdìfà fún alára. Ọpẹ́ ni fún o, òdìfà fún ajẹ́rọ̀. Ọpẹ́ ni fún o, òdìfà fún ọlọ́yọ̀. Adí fún gbogbo ayé. Akodu sat on his leather mat, adorned with sacred chalk markings representing the ancient gods. In front of him were his okbele beads and cowrie shells, which he chanted and struck while bowing multiple times in reverence to the gods. With each chant and prayer, he pleaded for the success of their adventure, seeking wisdom and blessings from Ifa. Ifa spoke. Go to the south, following the path of the clay plate until it sinks. There, you and your people will find prosperity and greatness. And so they went. Guided by the prophetic words of an oracle and pulled by the mysterious force of a spinning clay plate, the troop of travelers began their journey from the banks of the serene river Osun, setting their sights towards the great Oba River in the west. As they approached the mighty river Ogun, a sense of awe and reverence washed over them, recognizing the power that flowed through this waterway, originating from the Saki region in modern-day Oyo State. The group pressed onward, following the Mindirin River until they finally reached a resting place near present-day Abeokuta, where the spinning clay plate abruptly came to a halt. This stop would later be known as Olokemeji, marking the first satellite settlement of the Aworis people, who had been led by the courageous Ogunfunminire on their 17-day journey. And just as suddenly as it stopped, the clay plate began to spin once more, beckoning them forward on their path towards new adventures and unknown lands. As the troop journeyed along the lush banks of the river, they eventually came upon a peaceful spot called Okeata, where they decided to rest and regroup for 17 days before continuing on. Oral histories tell of a division within the people, led by a skillful hunter named Osho Arobiolobwega, who ventured with his loyal followers to the southern outskirts of the Abeokuta Hills. Continuing south, the mud plate stopped once more at Isheri, where it remained for much longer than usual. Here, Ogunfunminire instructed his people to build a permanent residence and begin building a city with a thriving economy. This attracted migrants from various lands and occupations, including hunters, fishermen, blacksmiths, and warriors. The small settlement quickly grew into a bustling metropolis thanks to these new arrivals, known by historians as the Lata Awori groups. Starting from Isheri and spreading outwards, his influence and vision inspired the establishment of other settlements like Agboyi, Ogudu, Ojo, and Adode. Each one is a testament to his foresight and exceptional leadership. His journey towards fulfilling his destiny and creating a lasting legacy still echoes through history, lighting the way from ancient times to the bustling city of Lagos in present day.